Hi friends, this is me Anto. Today we are going to discuss about how the pole and line fishing techniques that are being practiced in Maldives, which is one of the sustainable practice that is followed throughout the world. The Maldives is renowned for being one of the fishiest places on earth due to the vast variety and diversity of aquatic life and the vital role it plays on the local culture. The primary economic industries in the country, other of which is tourism. Fishing is the lifeblood of the archipelagic nation, which is about 30% of the total population working in this industry. As we know that Maldives is famous for fishing by using various methods, out of all, pole and line fishing is one of the effective methods, especially targeting the pelagic species such as tuna. The gear consists of a pole, a monofilament line, and a barbless hook with a lure. In the past, bamboo poles were used, whereas these days fiberglass poles are mostly used. Pole can be operated by hand or mechanically. Monofilament line is attached to the pole at one of the end, whereas the other end is attached to the hook. In fact, the length of the pole and the line are correspondingly same, and the size of the breaking strain of the line are different according to the size of the fish which are targeted. During this process, the barbless hooks are unhooked and the fish which are caught automatically fly onto the vessel. Bait fishing. Before heading to the fishing ground, fishermen collect bait fish. Bait fish are usually found in and around the coral reefs. A school of bait fish is usually detected along the reef by slowly driving the fishing boat closer to the reef. Bait fishing at night using the lights has been permitted throughout the Maldives. The prepared net is lowered into the water and around 3 swimmers hold the ropes attached to the 2 corners and one in the center of the net. The fishermen in the boat hold the ropes attached to the corners of the net, enable them quickly pull the net on the boat. The swimmers observe the movement of the bait fish and give signals to the fishermen who are on board so that they haul the net on the boat. The 3 swimmers observe the movement of the bait near the net. The swimmers signal to the fishermen on the boat, raise or lower the net in order to trap the bait fish into the net. Fishermen who are into the water continuously splash the surface of the water, sending the bait fish into the net. Once the bait fish is collected, it is stored in the flooded bait well. Bait well continuously flooded with the water to supply oxygen and keep the bait fish alive. Once enough bait is collected, the boat sails to the open sea searching for the school of fish. Locating a school of fish. The head fisherman and the other look out for a sign that a school of fish is present. How can a school of fish is detected? A school of fish can be detected by a disturbance on the surface of the water caused by fish swimming close to the surface of the water, fish jumping and leaping out of the water, the presence of the seabirds closer to the surface of the water, and always a trawl line which they drag behind the boat. When fish bite on this line, the boat is slowed and live bait is thrown at the school. If the fisherman knows the direction of FAD, that is, fish aggregating device, they directly head to the location. Chumming. Once a tuna school is located, the chummer stands between the fishing platform and a bait well. He takes the bait in the scoop net and throws them at the school of fish by hand. The chummer, by experience, knows how he should throw the bait in order to draw the school closer to the boat. He often squeezes the bait before they are thrown at the school. This squeezing of the bait makes it weaker and less active when it lands in the water. The weaker and less active bait fish are easy for the tuna to catch. This makes the tuna swim closer to the boat, thus prevents the school from dispersing. The crew then examines the biting of the fish. If the fish are biting well, the vessel is slowed down and 2 or 3 fishermen start to spray water at the school. This spraying of water attracts the tuna and camouflage the line and the hook. Angling. Once the school is attracted to the boat and the fish goes into the feeding frenzy and the angling begins. During the angling, the boat is gradually driven forward and the chumming and throwing of live bait continues. The school of tuna also swims along with the boat. The anglers standing on the fishing platform flip the barbless hook into the water, which they gradually drag on the surface of the water. The shiny colored hooks are taken by the tuna, which makes them for the bait fish. The tuna once caught on the line is quickly taken on the boat by angler. The fish is automatically unhooked and lands in the main hold. By this time, the angler will have his hook back into the water. If the fish are biting well, the 6 anglers usually take about 20 to 30 minutes to land 1,000 fish in the main hold. If the shoal moves, a mechanical boat has a better chance than a sailing boat to stay near it. The fishermen carry on catching the tuna until the shoal disappears, or they can store no more on board. Returning to the boat, the tuna splashed with the seawater to keep them cool and fresh. Thanks for watching. Please do subscribe.